They lie to you about the truth of biology and mating, of courtship and of women. Okay, this is a big lie of society. And when you find out how they lie to you about that, that's the first so-called red pill, right? So many frogs enter into realizing how many other things they've been bullshitted about is true. Okay, but they lie also about nutrition. You have to find what works for you. They lie about disease. They lie about currency, the way currency economic work. And then in the end, you see they lie about politics. And the thing is, these are not grand conspiracy. It's rather a series of modern stupidities and of lies that are transparent and recent. In other words, nobody before 1940 thought it was a good idea to eat paint thinner, right? Well, that's seed oils, it's paint thinner, it's PUFA, it's polyunsaturated fatty acids, things like canola oil. That's the cause of so many diseases. It's an industrial byproduct sold to you as health food. So it's a mixture of venality and stupidity that's behind this kind of modern mass democratic society that is really an unprecedented experiment in human history, and that's going to end very badly. And there are experiments with new forms of nutrition, for example, from fake foods like that, or with gender equality or other such things. All comes from these two things: venality, short-term thinking, stupidity, and it creates then this web of modern lies that industries of experts have an interest in preserving, right? But there are many such cases. It's all like that, right? The lies about currency, other things. These were all things that were universally known until recently. You can't spend more than you have. You can't eat paint thinner. Women and men are not the same. People both insane and dumb have taken helm of the greatest and most powerful societies in history that they had no hand in building. And this is what is unusual about our time, about the mannequins and very small people that almost by chance, as a side effect of problem of mass democracy, have taken helm of the knowledge of the modern world. But they spread only lies, and the only way out of it is the reappearance of natural truths that were so widely known, universal among mankind until very recently. Now, so you ask any old cab driver or restaurant manager in third world, and they will have similar woman advice to Hartis, right? The things Hartis is saying is not such a secret. It's only the idiocy of modern world that has made that forbidden esoteric knowledge. It's not that it's simple things, but the natural wisdom of mankind, which is imperfectly preserved in various traditions, in some better than others, but it's being wiped out because some very dumb people took control of big society. So they push PUFA, they push dumb stories about women, they push democracy, or other forms of denaturing and weakness that then they resell to you as liberation and novelty. And I think this is path for us to victory when we return to realities of nature. And it is how we discredit them through the power of science, of HBD, human biodiversity, so-called, of satire. But in the end, you know, this is not scientism. For me, it's not scientism that I'm trying to promote, because the final purpose, as I have set it for myself, is the recovery of glory and of the magnificence of nature. How did Greeks defeat Asia? Right? Through nudity. You know, is this a bit of exaggeration? But this was one of the chief differences that Greeks themselves recognized between themselves and Orientals, nudity. That Greeks were not ashamed to disrobe and work out naked, whereas Asians were. Why was this so important to the Greeks? There is much profound in this attitude, and it marks the difference ultimately between a people that undertakes confrontation with the vital force of life and nature and glorifies it, and all the others. Okay, the vast majority of mankind that obscure or lie about it in some way or other, and all the other effects from the wars of the Greeks against the barbarians. In other words, their superiority in war tactics, which if you read for example again Xenophon and Abasis, and you will see how quickly they adapt to new circumstances. These are from long periods of experience and training in warfare, ability to learn. The Asian did not have that because they are beholden to their idiotic conventions and traditions. They have no confrontation with the reality of nature. But all the other Greek advantages in war tactics, in various kinds of military technology, in superior firepower and weaponry, all this came ultimately from this same orientation towards nature and vitality. And we aren't ancient Greeks, or at least not yet, but by the way, if some can resurrect Israel as a nation after 2,000 years, why we not resurrect our own Spartas and also the old languages, ancient Hellenic language on the edges of the world? But yes, we aren't the ancient Greeks yet, but nevertheless our strength and power also comes from this same encounter with nature and the true science, which can break their fake, petty tradition of scientism, that's not real science, but which can, in our case, show the true hierarchy of values because it can show the hierarchy of human types. And with this hopeful reminder and encouragement to proceed down a path that has already brought us victory before, and has shown us the path to it, I say to you, until next time, bat out!